Hello, screenwriters. We are back for another episode of the greatest screenplay of all time. This is week 58, and we are in the Elite Eight, only the best of the best. This week's battle is between the Truman Show and the Silence of the Lambs. Looking at this, if you're a true cinephile, if you know about stories and screenplays, you think you know who's going to win. It might be a surprise for you. Let's get into it. Let's see how YouTube voted. YouTube has the Truman Show winning by 57% of the votes for a total of 23 votes. I have to say, I'm very surprised on this. Normally, YouTube and LinkedIn, I'm not even going to bother mentioning Twitter. Usually, LinkedIn and YouTube usually they differ in taste. Maybe this is one of the ones. Let's add this up for YouTube. The Truman Show YouTube received 13 votes, and The Silence of the Lambs received 10 votes. Only three. The Truman Show is winning by only 3 votes. Now, LinkedIn, I know what they're going to choose, right? They're going to choose, let's see what they chose. LinkedIn, wow. They also have The Truman Show winning by 55% of the votes for a total of 89 votes. I have to say, unless there's a Twitter miracle, looks like the Truman Show might win this. And this is a shocker to me. I'll talk about it more. Let's add the votes up. LinkedIn, the Truman Show received 49 votes, and The Silence of the Lambs received 40 votes. Again, very close, very close. Let's see how Twitter voted. All right, let's see. Twitter did not vote. 0 and 0. So for a total of, I said the S word, screw me. Total vote of The Truman Show, 62. And The Silence of the Lambs, 50. The winner for week 58 is The Truman Show. All right, let's make it official. The Truman Show is moving on to the final four. Okay, let's get into it. Let's talk about it. The Truman Show is apparently over the years is gained a bigger following. I remember when it first came out, I saw it. It actually, if I'm not mistaken, I think it bombed at the box office. Over the years, though, it's gotten a major following. A following, I thought, would still not make it beat The Silence of the Lambs. The Silence of the Lambs was a culture phenomenon when it came out. If I'm not mistaken, it won Best Picture. I read both screenplays. I love both screenplays. I did not think the Truman, matter of fact, I didn't even think the Truman Show would make it this far into the bracket. I'm not sure what's going on. Either I have a bunch of followers who just love Jim Carrey, who loves the Truman Show. This one, out of all the surprises and shockers, I have to say, this one was the biggest shocker. Now, whether the Truman Show goes on to win it all, is the Truman Show the greatest screenplay of all time? Is The Silence of the Lambs the greatest screenplay of all times? Possibly, but we're gonna have to say goodbye to it for this round. I'm speechless. Anyway, let's see what next week has in store for us. Next week is going to be a battle between The Shawshank Redemption and Parasite. This one, I'm not sure I'll be shocked either way because they're both one of my favorites. Both of them, I love them, I think, equally, even though one of them is a newer classic. And is a newer classic than the other. Yeah, I'm still. I can't believe the Silence of the Lambs lost. All right, let's talk about life updates. If my voice sounds a little weird, it's because I went to the dentist and I had some work done, and I wasn't going to record a video, but I wanted to because I took off a few weeks back then. I didn't want to take too long again, and I just reached 1,100 followers. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And the thing that's crazy is, I'm just posting scripts, and for some reason, you guys are really loving it. Eventually, the bracket is going to be over. I'm going to have to think of other types of videos to post. If you have any ideas of what I should post, let me know. I do have some ideas. I'm curious to know what you guys want me to post. I definitely really enjoyed the Watch Me Write series. Maybe I might do one of those from one of my newer screenplays. I just watched the Oscars, and I have to say, I'm inspired. Every year when I watch the Oscars, I get inspired, especially for Best Original Screenplay. If I haven't mentioned it before, I think I've mentioned it in another video. My career goal is to win Best Original Screenplay at the Oscars. And how do you do that? Right. I've been at it again. I've been doing a lot of writing. And yeah, I was just inspired by Honora. I think they made it for $6 million. That's crazy. One, I think five original. I mean, five Oscars. Anyway, I'm inspired. Thank you, Sean Baker. Thank you, the Academy Award, for inspiring me to continue to write. Yeah, and what other life updates I have? I think, I'm not sure if you can see it in the background, but I got a little e scooter. Yes, I'll be riding that pretty soon. I haven't taken it for a spin yet, but eventually I will. I got it so I could just use it for my commute on certain days. And yeah, that's about it. Anyway, if you think about writing your first screenplay, go to your favorite app store, download Stratword, and fade out.